Should be recording. So first of all, I've got to apologise because I can only film front facing, so with the rear camera, so that's why. So welcome everybody, welcome to our Cooking Saturday. Now this is a replay, although it should be premiering on YouTube. So because I'm currently most likely in a pub in Holmfirth where I'm going to a meatloaf event. So let me know in the comments if you've been to see Meatloaf when he was live. It's not actually the real Meatloaf, it's just a tribute act, but they have these events on every year, and sadly I'd realised the date was the same day about like 2 or 3 days after I confirmed the 1st of February, so I do apologise for that. Today is actually January the I think it's January the 12th, so the snow's just vanishing, but I wanted to get this out of the way now. I'm going to be doing a cottage pie, but I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to do it in my pressure cooker. So if you've never done a cottage pie in a pressure cooker before, then this is a recipe for you. Usually you cook everything in a pan and then put mashed potato on in another pan and then put it in the oven. So it's like 3 steps, but this is just going to be straight in the pressure cooker. So should we get going, guys? And as I say, I will be available for the next one, so hopefully you enjoy it. I should be in the chat as well, so say hi to me in the chat. So should we get started then? I'm going to pop you in the tripod like so, and then I'm just going to prepare the ingredients, but hopefully this is going to work okay. So I'll just bring this down. Hopefully you can see that okay. Okay, I'm just going to prepare the vegetables. So I hope you're all well, and let's hope the weather's getting a little bit better. So cottage pie compared to shepherd's pie. I should put the light on as well so you can see. This beef is what you typically use for cottage pie. If you're doing a lamb shepherd's pie, you would use lamb. Okay, so you want to get yourself 500 grams of lean beef, steak mince. So that's going to be mashed up shortly. I also need some carrots. Now I've not got anything prepared, so let me just get everything ready. So we'll pop the chopping board down there so hopefully you can see that. So you're going to need some carrots. You're also going to need some onions. I like to use a mix of red onion and white onion, so it's up to you. I think I've got some brown onions. Let me just check. Okay. Now, I made a really nice stew the other day as well. If you've not seen the stew video that I made, I'm just checking that funny colour on that. So you want lots of... The thing with pressure cookers is that everything cooks so quickly, so it can be done within... I'm going to be putting mine on for about 20 to 30 minutes, probably 20 minutes. Should be long enough. So I've got half an onion there. I don't think I've got a brown onion. Bear with me, everybody. So you can add all sorts of vegetables into this. Okay, so 1 second. Alright, I like to follow a recipe, you see, that I've got, so I don't miss out on anything. So, so you're going to need 1 onion, 4 carrots. You're going to need some garlic, which I've got in here. Hopefully that is in there. Worcestershire sauce, and obviously potatoes. So let's start by peeling those. Okay. So let me know in the comments what you're cooking today, and hopefully we should have Anne Rush coming on. We've got Brenda. Make sure you put your links in as well where people can find you in the chat, and then people can also then follow you after the live stream, because the live chat should be available. Okay, let me just bring this down a little bit. There we go. Sorry if it's portrait. I was going to actually do it on landscape, but right, I need some more potatoes, and then I'm going to hopefully do a little bit of a quiz if I can find some questions. So hopefully these potatoes are alright. Not even started yet, but that's the thing about pressure cookers, is I think as you get used to using them, I have to get rid of that one, it's a little bit squashed. then you start to realise you can just cook things in them. And they're super, super quick. Right, let's peel these. Okay, so I would play some music, but I've got no. It might alter the live stream. You know, I'm always losing stuff. I don't know why I'm always losing stuff. I put stuff down and I can never find it. I'm looking for my peeler, and I had it this morning. Where's it gone? A minute, everybody. I want to know, found it. I want to know in the comments as well, what items have you like misplaced or ever lost that you once refound? Like for me, I think it was something when I was really young. You know, when you put something away and then you find it later on, you think, oh yeah, that's where it was. Or something gets pushed to the back of a cupboard or something, or back of a drawer. That's the question for today. I want to get thinking and pop it in the chat. So I'm just going to peel these carrots. Okay. And then these are going to be chopped up into circles. I did think to myself, I could have gone live on TikTok and then just downloaded the video and posted it. That might have been easier, excuse me. But I don't want any of you to see it before the Saturday. So this is exclusive. Do you remember when I used to do the, Darby will know this, but do you remember when I used to post the replays for the crosswords from Twitch? And I used to put them on Patreon. It's kind of similar to that. I thought, do I put this on Patreon? But then it's basically, all it is YouTube with private links. So you can do that if you ever wanted to use YouTube. Just film it and then pop it on. And then you can set it to what time you want it to go live to premiere, but you've got to select it through the studio, I think. Well, hopefully I've managed to figure that out if it's working. It's just the files can be quite big files, and they might take a while to upload. Right, so I'm just going to get rid of these carrots, these peelings. I always remember Alexa said to us, didn't she? Pop them in a bag. Pop them in your in a bag so you can use them as stock. I still need to make the stock. That will be something very useful for soups. Okay. So yeah, we should have Anne Rush, Darby, Brenda, Bill hopefully coming on. Hopefully, if you're watching, Bill. I'm just going to chop the ends off of these. I usually do that bit first. Okay. I should chop everything up really, shouldn't I? So what I will do is I will be putting the pressure cooker on here. And we'll add all the ingredients and then... Right, so that's the carrots. Let's chop these up. So chop them into rounds. So yeah, you're all watching this on February the 1st, and hopefully it's a little bit warmer weather. Okay, put them these in a little bowl. It's actually a, what day is it? It's a Monday today. It's weird cooking this on a Monday, can be a Saturday, can't it? Right, pop these to one side. So nice big chunks. So making a lot of noise. Okay. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to cook everything in the pressure cooker, and then I will take the potatoes out. You could do the potatoes first, but I just wanted everything to cook at once. And even if it's not mashed potato, at least it's potatoes that are you know, could be mashed up, but at least they're cooked. So you could leave the skins on if you wanted to, but I'm going to peel the skins. Right. So next job. Where's my peeler gone again? There it is. So we're going to peel these potatoes, and then I don't want them too small, because if they're too small they will turn into mush in the liquid. So I'm going to make them quite big potatoes, because they shouldn't take too long to cook in a pressure cooker. If I put them on for, we'll go for probably 20 minutes. Usually they say large potatoes on their own pressure cook within, I think it's 16 to 18 minutes. So probably don't need that long. But yeah, I'm all about this year trying to, you know, is there such a word as eco-cook? Maybe that's a new word. Eco-cook. You know, when we cook things that are, you know, either like in one pot, or not having to buy extra ingredients because you've already got them. I like meals like that, because then you can sort of plan other meals. There's actually a new book that I got actually for my birthday from, you might have heard of these pans, for example, Nadia Hussein pans. She won the Great British Bake Off a few years ago from Leeds, and her new series was called Cook Once and Eat Twice, which I thought was a brilliant idea, because you have so many leftovers, or you might buy food and you've got extras that you've not cooked with, but this is about cooking things and then using the leftovers. So I think it's quite clever. I suppose it's similar to, like, you know, Bubble and Squeak, when you've got a load of vegetables, and, you know, like at Christmas when you've got your turkey and you think, well, what can I make with turkey, like a pie or something. It's like that idea, but with other foods. And I think I will actually have a look through the book and do a recipe from it and see what the actual recipe would be, the first recipe, if that makes any sense. So I do have a potato peeler, electric one, I should use, but the thing is, it doesn't peel the tops or the bottom bit, so you're cutting that part off, so you're not wasting the potato, but you're having to cut into it. So they're quite big potatoes then. These ones are small, so I'm not going to cut these ones up, but I will cut the bigger one. You're all probably saying, watch your hands, Aidan. Right, nearly there. A few more to do. I think another thing as well, not doing the mash and just cooking the potatoes, is, you know how many potatoes you would eat, or what your portion size is. So only sort of peel how many you're actually going to eat, unless you've had the potatoes a long time, in which case you need to use them up. There's another question for you in the chat. I want to know, right, what vegetables or what foods you buy that you, not always, but may end up throwing away. So think like last time, not cooked food, but, well, it could be cooked foods, but something that you would throw away because either it's gone off, or, I mean, I'm sure all you budding chefs, amazing chefs, don't waste food. But that's a good question, because it helps think about, well, what could a recipe I could use or make that could use them leftovers. I think that would be a good idea, and that could be a good theme as well for one of the months, is using a food item just before it's, well, with a short life. I mean, I'm thinking like fish, actually, that sort of thing. I'm not saying I throw away fish, but there'll be some sort of food that you'll buy and you think, right, well, I've got to use it within a certain number of days, but there's a chance I have to throw it away because it doesn't last very long. I think for me, it's probably, I've thrown potatoes away in the past, but that's because they don't seem to last too long. Strawberries I find not are going off a lot these days. I think it depends on the time of year, where they're from, and how long they've sort of been waiting to. I mean, some of them were actually Scottish ones. Scottish. I find that with strawberries, I don't know about you, but you ever, when you cut into a strawberry, it's really white inside, isn't it? And I feel like these strawberries that you buy are like mass produced in like these greenhouses, you know what I mean? They're not natural. Obviously they come from the seeds of a strawberry, but they're not as juicy. Probably because they don't have enough of a certain like chemical or something. Not chemicals, maybe they do have chemicals. Right, so I've just cut my potatoes, but yeah, I think that's a good question to ask you about food, is like what foods you throw away, and because either they go off, because that would be something useful for future recipes. Right, we're gonna just get rid of these. See, I'm throwing these away and I should be using them, shouldn't I? So I've cut them the carrots, I've got the potatoes. I think I need some more potatoes, you know. But these are really small. Alright, let me just cut. What I will do, them small ones I'll cut in half, right? Put them with the carrots because they're all going to go in at the same time. Actually, I need to saute them a little bit. Well, it's all going to be pressure cooked. I'll just put them all in the same bowl. So that I will cut them in half, just so I've got more potatoes. Okay. And then these bigger potatoes I'm going to, again, cut in half. I'm going to keep them that size. Just cut these ones. So really, I'm not doing mashed potato. I'm just going to have them with the. Well, I could if I want to, but I'm not going to bother. Right, cut these again. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got about 16 sort of medium potatoes. Actually, a few more than that. Cut these ones. So potatoes and carrots. Right, I'm going to pop them to one side. I'll just show you them. There we go. 1 minute. Don't want to drop them. There we go. So that's my potatoes and my carrots. Okay. So I'll just pop them to one side. Alright. Next thing then is the onion. So actually I've got half, I'll use half this onion because I don't want to waste it. So yeah, I think that's definitely going to be the thing this year, is try not to waste food. And also as well, let's cut this end off. Also as well, I've lost my trail of thought now. I've completely lost my trail of thought. Yeah, so it's like about, you know, not wasting food, but and finding recipes. Let's just cut this up. So, I've got another onion, so I'm going to do 1.5 onion. I've only got red onion, but get another another onion out. I might get myself some new knives this year. I've had these ones for a long time. In fact, these are not actually, they're not my knives as such, even though I use them. But I'm thinking, I've seen those, I love my Ninja air fryer, and the Ninja knives look very good, so I might treat myself to them. And then I've got some, or I might try and sharpen these ones. I think I did sharpen these ones, but it was that was during lockdown, so they've not been sharpened for 5 years. Right. Gonna slice this up. So I always cut my onion in half. I use a bread knife because it's just easier. Lay it flat and then cut them into strips. If you're doing like a chicken, I like a chicken breast oven bake, and I just dice the onion into quarters and then just pop it in the air fryer with like peppers, carrots, lots of different spices and stuff. So there's my onions. So again, I'll pop that on a plate. Could have just left it on the board really, shouldn't I? Okay, and then we're going to start by cooking the meat. Okay. Right, so there's the onions. There we go. Hopefully you can see all this. If I just, the light's not the best. I've got the light on as well. Right. Let me just check I've not missed anything off. I don't think I have. A quick wash of the hands. I think I'm good. We'll get rid of that. Okay. What I'm going to do now is just going to lift. Well, actually, no, I can do it on there, I think. I can do it on there. So I'm going to lift up the pressure cooker. I do actually need to get to the, can you see that? That could be, I liked the position I did it last time. Shall we do that? Or should we leave it? Let me just make some space. I think we'll do it where I did it last time. So you'll have to forgive me for the mess in the sink. 1 minute, guys. Right, just going to spin you around like this. It's funny because I'm not on a live stream, so that's the mess in the kitchen, in the sink. You don't want that. Right, we'll pop you there, and then we'll pop this there, and then I can bring this forward a little bit. How is that? I think that's good. Sorry for the mess in the background. Can you see my little, that's my daddy scrubby or whatever it's called. Alright, I'll need to just turn this around anyway, because I'm going to plug this in. And hopefully I've got enough charge. So I'll turn this on. Okay, and we're going to start by pressing the saute function. So I'm going to increase this to 15 minutes. That's going to get nice and hot. And I'm just going to check my recipe because I like to follow different recipes. So, right, let's have a look then. So it says to saute function, add a drizzle of oil. So we're going to add a little bit of oil in here. Jump to zoom in a little bit. It's a little bit better. So So drizzle of oil. I've been hearing lots of things about oil on the news recently, and it's quite worrying actually. I don't know if you heard about it. There's a, I mean, I always try and use vegetable oil, I believe that is, but things like sunflower oil are apparently not good for us. I mean, it's never been good for us, but when you think of like other places cook with certain oils, it makes you wonder which ones they're using. Right, so saute function, but we're going to add in the meat, beef mince. So let's add this in. This is the best part. It's only taken me 25 minutes. These are new packaging as well. I don't even know. Vacuum packed. I just get rid of that top part. Hopefully I can get into this. Yep. And we're just going to drop this in. If I can get into it. So we're going to drop the meat in. That's it. And then we're going to mash this up. Well, not mash it up, but just break it up. Quick wash of my hands. This is where I need that mix and mash gadget. I don't know why I'm looking at the screen for comments. What Anne's probably saying, he's looking at the comments, but there's no comments. But when he's on the live stream, he never checks the comments. I can see that, Anne. Right, where's my mix and mash thing? I hope it. Right, have I got it? Where's it gone? I'll have to be quick because I can't find it. No! No, I'll just use this instead. So, just like you would do on a typical pan, just cook this, break it up. So this is 500 grams. I'm not familiar with like pounds and ounces, so it's half a kilogram. So whatever a kilogram is, kilo, 1,000. So saute this, break it up. Break up as we do it. So you're going to cook the beef until brown, then you're adding the onions, carrots, some garlic until it's softened. So even though this is being pressure cooked, it's nice to saute the veggies. Also, you can saute if you're making a soup. I love this pressure cooker. I definitely need to use this more this year. I think, now I've not had this a year yet, but I got it, I think I got it in June, I think, or July. I don't think I've had it a year. Definitely didn't have it last Christmas. So, yeah, it was definitely around summer. So that's your mince. You don't really need to add any oil because it gives off fat when it cooks. I've lost my other little spoon for the I've got it. I've got like a little, these spatula spoons, these are brilliant. Highly recommend. Highly recommend these. If you're using plastic spatulas, time to get rid. Get the silicone ones. So let that cook. Right, I'll be with you in just 2 seconds. Smells so good. Smells really nice. I know you can't see it very well, but it's getting there. Right, I've got another question for you. Just a general food question. I want to know, if you were going to buy something this year, a kitchen gadget, what would it be? Because I've actually seen 2 or 3 things actually that I'm quite interested in. And so the first one was the knives, of course, new knife set. I've seen and it's not been released yet, but they brought one out last year. It was an ice cream maker from Ninja, but this is a new one, and it has the ability to make whipped dairy ice cream. And that is what, like, us Brits, when we think of ice cream, we don't think of frozen ice cream, or well, obviously it's frozen. We don't think of that in a tub. We think of whipped ice cream. So I saw that and I'm like, maybe get that. Well, maybe, probably not, but wait until the price comes down. So yeah, I was just having a look to see what new sort of gadgets were coming out. So that's gone really nice colour now. If you wanted to, you could push it all up, drain off the fat, but it does add flavour, does that fat, and you need it for the onions. So we're going to add the onions in next. So yeah, onions, carrots and garlic. So not the potatoes. We'll get the onions in, like so. I'll add in the carrots. 1 second. I'm just taking my potatoes off my plate. That was on top of the carrots. So give that a stir first, because I find that onions do they do soften down. Let me remove that. Use the actual spoon. So break up your onions. I should also say welcome to anyone that new is watching on the replay, and do pop a comment down below in the chat. Not in the chat, but in the normal chat, not the live chat. Well, there won't be a live chat because if you're watching on the replay, of course. So just let me know if you're watching, enjoying the recipe. So onions are in there. Like, now let's add the carrots. And that's what's great about these Pressure King, or any pressure cookers or slow cookers. Slow cookers are different, obviously. You can get other ones like Pressure King Pro. You can get the Kasori ones. That was one I was actually going to get, and I realised after I bought this, it was only, I think it's 20 or 30 pounds more. And I was like, I wish I'd waited. So carrots in there, beef, everything's going to cook anyway in the pressure cooker. So, but I just like to saute because it brings out more of the flavours. That smells so good. Next we're going to add in is some garlic. Now Brenda, if you're watching, if you're there, I know how much you love garlic. Look what's happened to my garlic. That's what happens. It's alright, I think. So squeeze your garlic into it. This is where you add all your flavours. So we've been on for just under 10 minutes. Right, let's see if there's any garlic in this actually, because guess what, guys? I found it. Oh, just dropped my I have a pasta spoon, like a pasta thing. Oh, that's just gone in there. So squeeze this through. Okay. Not much in that. Sometimes it just falls to the top, so get that in. We need a little bit more garlic. I love fresh garlic, but I know you can buy garlic powder and all sorts of different things like that, which I might look into getting. Although I was going to grow my own garlic last year, but I didn't have the well, I had the space, but I thought to myself, I'd rather grow plants and stuff rather than garlic. But, so add your garlic in like that. It's probably not enough, but if you like garlic, add more in. Okay. It actually says 2 cloves of garlic minced. So you're just going to saute this until it's soft. Okay. Smells so good. Right, next up then is tomato paste. Now I don't actually have any tomato paste. I've got tomato puree, so we'll use that. So sorry, tomato ketchup, sorry. So we're adding some tomato ketchup. Tomato ketchup is actually really good for stews and stuff. I'm going to put my kettle on to boil. So I need some hot water. So let's put that on as well. So we'll give that a mix. We're also going to add in some thyme or mixed herbs, whichever's easy. Now I've also got some other little seasonings. So I'm going to add mixed herbs first. So get that in. I've also got some roast potato seasoning. So I just add a little bit of this in. This has got sea salt, semolina, durum wheat, ground black pepper, dried onions. So it's, yeah, semolina, sea salt, ground black pepper and dried onion. So add a little bit of that in. And then I also like to add in some, I love seasonings. Sorry, the light's stopping the camera there. Steakhouse seasoning. This has got garlic, black pepper and sea salt. So again, a little bit of that in. That should be enough for seasonings. So give that a good mix. And what you're doing is you're allowing all them seasonings to make this dish more vibrant. And it also brings out flavour, smells, makes it really nice and fresh. Now Darby, if you're still there, I saw a guy on TikTok and he was trying that, you know that sauce, tagine sauce, and he had it with some cucumber. So I need to try that. I definitely need to try that that sauce. Yeah, that tagine sauce or seasoning. Right, next up is Worcestershire. I can't say it myself. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Wherever I put it. I think it's. Oh, I need to add some HP sauce as well. HP sauce. Add that in. Give that a stir. I'm just looking for my Worcestershire sauce. I know I've got some, so I can't remember where I put it. So first of all, give that a mix. You don't want it to burn. Right. It should go off in a minute anyway, but I'll just check. My Worcestershire sauce. If I just cancel that a second. I've definitely got some, but it's always hidden in my cupboard. Where did I put it? Spice and sauce. I definitely have some. sometimes it's hiding in the cupboard. 1 second, everybody. Sorry, everybody. I definitely had some because I remember seeing it. I think it's hiding. This could be a little bit of a problem if I can't find this. Alright, 1 minute, everybody. Sorry about this. We were just talking before about what items do you lose? You know, and then it ends up staring you in the face. Okay, I don't think I've got any. Unless it's... Right, let me just double check. Sometimes I put it in other places. And it could be hiding. I'm really sorry about this, everyone. It's annoying when that's HP. I'm certain I had some. What I'm going to do instead, I think I'm going to add some of this. This is ketchup mayonnaise, which is a sweet soy sauce. I'm going to add a little bit of that, just a dash. So just add a little bit of that, and that just adds a little bit of extra flavour. Let me just put it back on saute a minute. I'm certain I had some. Sometimes they change the packaging of certain brands. I thought I had some, but I haven't. Yeah, maybe I thought it was the hoisin sauce. So if you've not got that... Oh wait, I found it right at the back. I knew it was there. And look, I've got it. I might be able to edit that part out. So right, Liam Perrin's sauce. Get that in. And you want a good amount. There we go. Oh, that smells so nice. That's what makes your cottage pie Worcestershire sauce. Mix that in. Okay, what time are we on? I don't think I'm going to have enough time to even cook this. So you'll probably see it on a picture. So Worcestershire sauce, thyme, salt and pepper. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop our potato. Well, we're going to cancel it. Okay, you're going to pop your potatoes on the top. Like so. When the pressure comes on the top. And the pressure cooker, when the lid goes on the top, it's not going to make the potatoes too mushy. We need to put some stock in this as well. Just pop them on the top. Remember, for any pressure cooker you do need water, so we'll add the stock. So take a glass. Generally half a pint is good for any pressure cooker. I'm just going to check how much I need. 1 cup of beef broth or beef stock. So let's find out what that is. So it's 240 millilitres. So I'm going to add more in because I do like a richer stock. So let me find the gravy now. So 2 ways you can do it. You can pour it into a jug. I'll just go off the measurements. So this says 280 millilitres for half a pint, which is 20 grams, which is 4 heaped teaspoons. 4 heaped teaspoons of gravy granules, which is this one. There we go. Just for meat. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add the hot water to the jug. So because I'm doing it in a pressure cooker, I'm going to add it. I'm just going to add a pint, half a pint, sorry, not a pint, half a pint. So, which is this. Remember, you can add whatever spices you want. So stir that, and then I'm going to pour this in. Like so. It's not covering the meat. So it is covering the meat, but it's not covering the potatoes too much. So that what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the lid. So on goes the lid. Turn the valve so it's locked, and then I'm going to put this on. I said 20 minutes, and I'm going to put this on just going to check the setting. I think it needs to go on a stew and soup. Which setting? Because I do have to have a bit of assistance when it comes to pressure cookers, so I'm not, because it takes a while for it to heat up. Okay, for pressure cooking meat, veggies and potatoes together, use the pressure cooker or stew setting. So I've got a stew and soup. That's it, 20 minutes, that's perfect. And there you go, that's it. So that's the reason for using the pressure cooker, is to cook the vegetables, because the vegetables are going to be really tough, and that's the whole idea of using a pressure cooker. If you've got big meats you want to cook, slow cooked, you know how it works. So that's the whole idea. If you were doing your potato, I probably could have cooked the potatoes actually on the in a pan and boiled them for 20 minutes. During that time I was doing that. Up to you, but it just depends on how big potatoes you're cooking and whether you just want it all in one pot. You know, you might not have a lot of space, so that's the idea. So whilst that's cooking now, I don't know if you're going to get a chance to see the end. I'm going to give you some do you want some quiz questions? I've already got 10 minutes left anyway, so. But I hope you've enjoyed that. What I will do once that's cooked is take the potatoes out, maybe mash them, put them on the side, or just have them as one nice dish. You could have it in a Yorkshire pudding, you could have it with crusty bread. So just a real simple hearty meal. You could even could have had peppers into that. Obviously it's going to come up to pressure anyway. Hot water, boiling water or stock will increase the cooking time, decrease the cooking time, so it comes up to pressure quicker. So there we go. If you do get a gadget this year, and you've not got a pressure cooker, I would definitely consider getting one. So I'm definitely going to try more recipes this year. And yeah, that's it, guys, I think. So thanks for watching. As I say, apologies for not for being being away. I just completely forgot the date. But anyway, yeah, I think Anne will be up next, or if you're watching this, because I will be up. Would have been first. It's weird when you're thinking it's not happened yet, trying to sort that. So, but yeah, make sure you go and support everyone who's live today. They will be live. This is not live, but go and follow Anne Rush, Brenda, Darby. Pop your links. I'll just give you a couple more minutes to pop your links in the chat. So go and follow them. Watch where they're live, and you can also follow me on TikTok as well. I'm on TikTok. If I'm there in the chat, I'll probably pop it on the screen. If not, it's Aidan Leeds, AIDENLEEDS. And if you want to see a picture, I will post it in the group, but I will also post it on my Instagram. If I remember to take the picture, I probably will have done. So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one. So take care. Bye for now.